So there's this tournament here in Mexico. They do it in Guadalajara, and it's going to take place next week. Every year they come up with some new kind of Grand Prix or some sort of competition out of the box like that. They have it on like Blue Belt's Grand Prix, Brown Belt's Grand Prix, Purple Belt Grand Prix, Leg Lockers Grand Prix, some stuff like that. So this year they are making a team Grand Prix, and they came up with some, I think it's kind of weird rule set for the teams. So they make you choose, well, you have to send like one blue belt, one purple belt, and one brown or black belt, and one female white belt and a female blue belt, and they give you a certain weight and you have to send one of each weights. It's like the first weight, like the first like 3 or 5 weights you can choose. So I don't know if you know this, but here in Mexico, Team Renzo Gracie is like really big. It's like we have like more than 20 schools. I don't really know the exact number, but as you know, I have 3 affiliates, so it's a pretty big team. We have a chat and we were like, who are we going to send? And obviously everyone wanted to send his students. So I came up with the idea to do like, instead of voting, like they will have to fight it out, like they will have to fight with the other guys to choose who are we going to send. And when it was time to propose like their candidates, everyone was like, yeah, I want my kid to go, like my student to go. And I was like, we're going to do the qualifier. You have to send me the names of your competitors before Wednesday, and no one sent nothing. Only one guy sent for the blue belt division is sending one guy, and I have 2 guys that are going to be competing today, and one guy signed up like 2 women. So I mean, we already have the black belt. We all agree on who's going as black belt. These guys wanted me to go, but I'm going to another tournament in the United States. So we have the black belt, and we were going to have a fight between 2 purple belts to see who was going, but I think neither of those guys is coming today. And then the purple belt, we're going to be having two of my students and one other guy fight for it. And I just had like 2 entries for female one blue and white belt. We kind of had already decided who was the female blue belt, but one of the guys was like, no, we have, if you're going to fight, if the males are going to fight, I want my student to be able to win her place. So he signed up, but I don't know if the girl that we had decided previously is going to come. So it's kind of a mess, and because of that I had to wake up earlier today, and I'm here on Sunday at 10 a.m. Also, I forgot my keys to the place, so I have to wait. I mean, the other blue belt professor also has keys. He teaches later today, so he was supposed to be here at 10 also, but I think he hasn't arrived yet. So here we have blue belt 1 and blue belt 2. They're probably going to have to fight out between teammates. So it's been an hour already, and there's no sign of opponents or of, I mean, there are some girls here that are competing, but they don't have opponents. So, well, we don't have keys either to go inside, but I guess everyone is going to win by default, except my students, because they all have to fight it out between them. Apart from that, I'm disqualifying everyone else. I mean, I don't know who's going to go as a purple belt because there isn't anyone here. So the girls are already leaving. Well, my guys and I are just going to wait for another hour. This guy has been here for 2 hours. He arrived 1 hour early. So basically there was a misunderstanding when I talked with the other professor. Apparently his student was somewhere around here, and I understood that his professor was also coming, so I was like, yeah, well, he was going to open up the place, so no one opened the place and he left, but well, he's already here for his class of noon, and we'll see what we are going to do. So we are just going to have one qualifier match between 2 of my students, and that's it. Then we're going to train for some 3 hours. So in the end, Angel won by a guard pass, and that's the only qualifier fight that we had today. And now we are going to train. I'm going to kill this guy, and this guy, and this guy.